I had any advice at all to give to anyone who's like interested in learning how to do pottery, but the main thing is that when you sit down for the first time, don't sit down and expect to turn a pot. And so many people give up because they just think they can't do it. They think that apparently that, you know, it's something that you're born with, and that's not true. You just have to be patient with it. That would be my best advice to you. Don't give up. Clay people, I mean, people that get hooked into the clay, they're hooked. You know, once it gets its hooks in you, it's like, oh my God, I have to do this, because it's an outlet. I mean, it's a creative outlet for, you know, it gives me something to focus on other than all the horrible stuff, you know, everyday stuff that's all over the world now. It's like this gives me something creative and positive to focus on. The reason I would hammer a pot, okay, this one's got several problems for me. It's not a great form. I went through a chattering phase where I just felt the need to chatter everything. And chattering is really best when it's used as an accent. And to me, this is just, you know, it's a poor form, it's heavy, there's too much chattering. That's why it has to die. This one, the glaze pinholed all the way around and separated. I'm not sure exactly why that happened. Probably there was some dust on the pot. I could try to refire it, but again, it's a poor form, so it has to die. Again, kind of ugly. And it's got to die. I say they have to die because they haunt me. You know, these pots haunt me until they're gone because I feel like I failed them. A pot that's chipped because I was too careless about, you know, cleaning the glaze off the bottoms of them and they stick to the shelf, that's my fault. You know, if a pot warps because I warped it during the trimming process, that's my fault. This was my doing, and I have to put them out of my misery. So, I've heard potters say things like, you know, you have to make the clay submit. You have to, you know, the clay has to do your will. And I've always never really, you know, that sort of rubbed me a little bit wrong, because to me it's at the very least it's collaborative. You know, you have a responsibility to the clay, and the clay can be unforgiving sometimes. You have to, you know, sort of play by the clay's rules to a point. You have to have it centered. That's your job. It's your job to say, it's not the clay's job to be centered. You know, you have to know where your boundaries are as far as how much water you use. You know, is this form getting too soft to work with? There are rules that you just have to hold up your end of it. So, and if you do, and you know, you can make something really nice. It's not because I made it. I made it do what I wanted. You know, that's too, I don't know what that is, but. I feel cleansed. It's just liberating that they're gone. You know, now I don't have to think about them anymore, and you know, they're not sitting there going like, you did this to us. Each generation of pots that you turn, hopefully, are a little bit better than the ones before. So, like the ones that I turned This last time, I built on the backs of the ones that I had to smash. So it's all part of, a progression, I guess. So take a wire and cut it off. And that's it.